York in Texas here. Time for another season of the GRL Pub League events, and this is race number 1. We are at IMOLA, and totally it's going to be 8 different races, and we're racing in teams. So I'm teaming up with Seal, and we created the Gray Seal Racing team, racing McLaren as well as the Mercedes. So getting in here on my best qualifying lap at IMOLA. So my braking point is just that little orange marker there on the fence, coming through this chicane pretty well. Just have to make sure that you don't go up on these chicanes anywhere on IMOLA. These rumble strips are a killer. Just coasting there to get on the power as quick as possible. 50 meters my braking point. Getting into first gear, just make sure I get maximum rotation as I go in and get on the throttle again to go up this hill. So here's a tricky left turn. My braking point is 50 meter, and I can just coast to engage their apex there and get on the throttle again. And this is really tricky. The car doesn't feel stable at all. Just have to go through the engine brake, get on second gear and power up the hill here, and coming into yet another chicane. This is a much tighter chicane. You can go up a little bit with the GT3 car here, not at all like the Formula 1 cars did in the race this weekend. So coming down the hill here for the last 2 turns. 100 meters my braking point. Turning there on first gear, stay on second gear, getting on the apex and then on the power as quick as possible. And I'm doing a pretty good time here. My last time was 1:46.6, and I really wanted to get into the 1:45s, and that's exactly what I do. I do 1:45.7. But that only gets me to 8th place. So we have Cordell, Hippie, Micro, my teammate Seal in 4th place, and Cassie and Anthony, and then it's me, and I'm sorry, Marmite, and then it's me. So here's the procession here before the start. I've been strategizing a little bit about the tires. I up the temps a little bit.
Green light, okay.
So here's the green light coming. So we're coming down to the chicane here. I'm just trying to stay cool.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
And Richie passes me and gives me a little bump. And I think that was Marmite that went off. I think he got hit somehow. So Richie sits on the inside of the car in front, but he's straightening that up. So I'm trying to be careful here. And Richie goes on the inside here, and he pushes Seal out here.
Car on the right.
I'm coming up next to Seal
On the right.
and passing him. And here's that tricky turn. You don't want to go wide there, especially on the qualifying, because then you're going to disqualify your lap. So trying just to stay on track here as I'm getting the pressures up in the tires. Coming up the hill here, and here's that tight chicane. I see Richie takes a lot of curb there, almost loses it. I go up a little bit on the rumble strips and I'm gaining on him here, but he kind of blocks my path there, but go back to the right.
Clear on the right.
Seal is behind me. Richie goes a little bit wide. And here we're coming up on the straight, so survived the first lap. Sitting in P7. Not a bad start at this point. So we see people going wide in front of us.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
All right, and managed to pass that without any problems. Now we're sitting in P6. So it was Anthony Hunt that went wide there. My tires start to get up to pressure where they need to be. And Anthony is all over me behind, keeping an eye on in the mirror, rearview mirror. Really impressed how Richie's car is just going over those. You can't drive like that with a McLaren at all. I tried it. But Anthony very close behind now. Getting on the throttle here, but that Lexus is just really fast here. I think he got a good exit too, but he's just powering through here. I'm losing the drag race down the straight here. So fair and square. Good driving there by Anthony. And now I have Seal back behind me again. So the team name of Gray Seal, that comes from that the Gray Seal is a prominent seal in the Swedish archipelago. So with Seal's name and my Swedish heritage, we thought that would be cool. So Gray Seal Motorsport, or Gray Seal Racing, was born. I think it's pretty cool. So that's the name we're gonna have as we race this series of 8 races. Next race gonna be in Nürburgring. So Seal is now behind me, and he's clearly the faster driver. You see he's coming up, and I'm struggling a little bit here with when to kind of let him pass. I should have probably done it here. And next time we're certainly gonna have some communication, some comms between us, so we can talk about these issues as they arise. But I'm feeling here on the straight that I have, pretty good pace. We're gonna see on the times here. I'm getting a 1:47, and Seal have a 46.5, so he's actually lapping much faster than me. Coming into the chicane here, I see him coming up way close to me behind. I get a little bit frazzled there, and yeah, I lift a little bit, and I think stupidly that maybe he would pass me, but that just messed everything up, and he was really close. So he hits me. Very unfortunate in the team spirit here. So we're cutting to lap number 5. I have Seal behind me again, and here I'm just making the decision. Yeah, I'm gonna let him pass. So I slow down, and he completes the team order, so to speak, to get ahead of me here, to hopefully climb up the ladder a little bit to get some points. So at this point I'm lapping in P9, going to lap 7 here. So car going wide, and I'm now in P8. So coming up to lap 8 here, I'm going wide in the chicane Aqua Minerale, and I slide into the fence here 2 times. Surely I have some sort of a aero damage here. But as I drive, I actually don't really feel any type of any type of problem. So we're cutting to lap number 9 here. I'm fiddling with the settings here for the upcoming pit stop. So I'm trying to change as I drive, which is really hard. I want to say no on suspension and no on bodywork because I don't really feel any problem. So I don't want to spend any time on that. So with the 2 no's that I managed to set there, we're set to do just a pit stop for tires. And no fuel, and we say yes to change the tires. So that's it's all good, and it's where it needs to be. So we're going into the pits.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
For the mandatory pit stop. And for some reason, as we came in there, it said yes, but I was able to change it to no. So I wasn't sure if those things were frozen once you got into the pit area, so I didn't want to take that chance. So yeah, all good. We're going to do a 30-second stop. As we're coming out with a completed pit stop behind us, we are sitting in P10. So we're going to lap number 18 now. We have circulated through all the pit stops and we are back in P8. We have Cassie in front of us. And we have Marmite behind us, and I'm going wide there, going on into the rumble strips. And that gives Marmite the opportunity to pass me. Fair and square, that was totally my fault. We're in P9 as the sun goes down over the IMOLA track. So we're now at lap 22. I don't know really what happened there, but I'm now in P8. That was Cassie, I believe it was Cassie, and he kind of stopped there. I don't know if it was confusion whether the race was done or not, but we are on the final lap here. We have Marmite in front of us, Cassie behind us, so we're running in P8 at this point. And unfortunately my teammate Seal had a very, very bad race. We're coming into now on the checkered flag here to finish our lap. So he had a really bad race. He had some problems with the tire change, so he didn't fulfill the tire change requirements, had to go in again. So he is out of the points. For some reason I'm going wide there, but no harm done. I don't know why the lights are flickering like that. I don't know if that's a bug. When I'm sometimes the lights are flickering. Coming into the last 2 turns. You see when I downshift like that, it's the lights are flickering, so it's weird. Here we go, coming into the goal line, completing the race, the first race in the series.
Alright, check it flag, good job, you did the best you could. Now bring the car back.
P8 got a little bit of points. Unfortunately, the team haul was not so good. We're gonna see the standings here. So Cordell took first place, Magic Mike second, and Hippie third place. Then we have Richie, Hunty, Racer, Marmite, myself, Cassie, Cosmic, Seal, and JD. Here are the team names, kind of cool names: Stinking Rich, Drunken, Frontline Frontline, Mad Racer, Casimite and Gray Seal. So those are the standings after the first race. So hope to see you next race. We're gonna do that next Sunday and it's gonna be Nürburgring. So thanks for watching.